brother.
Welcome to our new house. We now live in Michigan.
Sausage, banana, chippies. And Theo has a breakfast sandwich, which is egg, cheese, and a bun and a banana.
We got some new rules in place in this house, like no eating in the living room. Matthew's been making my coffee every morning.
Breakfast, right there. Right there.
Thank you, Felix.
Theo. What? Right there. I know. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
What do you want for Christmas?
I want two things. My first is Matthew to cook me a very fancy dinner. And then the second is, have you seen High School Musical?
No, but I know about it a little bit.
So Vanessa Hudgens and, oh my God, what's his name? Anyway, you know the song, We're Soarin', We're Flying'? I want you to memorize the lyrics.
What are all these noises? What is happening?
The tires are going off. I'm baking a loaf of bread and Theo's doing something fun.
What?
Daddy, how about you make footprints for mommy to follow us?
Blower?
Yeah. Got a new snowblower.
Off Facebook Marketplace.
I'm not good with engines either.
You also can't say engine.
Can I just eat a little?
We're making just like basic cookies that are easy to bake with the kids. I think it's like a butter sugar cookie, and then we're gonna put sprinkles on top. I got some Christmas sprinkles from Trader Joe's, and they don't have any dyes, so that's important.
Fifi's the foodie of the family.
But like not good.
Wait, why does he have a Guns N' Roses sweatshirt?
Theo picked it out for him. But you know who bought that for him?
Who?
Your mom. That's it.
I.
That's it. Can you do that on all of them, please? Perfect. I made a garlic and herbed loaf this morning because I always go plain, and the last loaf was pretty bland, so I was like, let me get some flavor in there. So you can see,
Is there flavor in there?
yeah, you can see the herbs. Daddy's breakfast. I usually toast it, but I left it plain with butter, 2 eggs, 2 sausages. We didn't have any bacon. We usually do bacon. We're big bacon people. Cookies. They do have.
Were the kids touching the lens?
Felix grabbed the whole camera. Christmas cookies. The kids helped and decorated them, and then I left some plain ones for us.
Felix is 2.5 years old, and he has never experienced Ohio State beating Michigan.
Yeah.
And later on, Mega will give a full channel update, the future of the channel.
I sure will.
Trying the bread. And I got my Saints hat on, my favorite football team. Mega thought it was my favorite football team for some reason when it's actually like my least favorite.
Is it a little undercooked?
Is it sourdough? A little? Or no?
No, but it proofed overnight. I've never proofed it for like 12 hours. Is it bad?
No, it's good. Good bread.
I made it. I go with breakfast here.
Eggs with cheese. And Fifi's finishing
No,
up his
chili on top. Egg, chili, and
eggs and chili. That sounds really yummy.
a fork on bottom.
Felix is finishing up his breakfast sausage. I reheated my coffee for the 20th time.
Hi, Daddy. Look, we have a glue gun.
I love glue gun.
Wow.
We can hang it on the Christmas tree.
This is their playroom. We've been using Facebook Marketplace a lot. And then my office, which is a mess. I don't have any bookshelves, so I just have all my books on the floor. My plan is obviously to paint the walls because I don't know why it's yellow. I'm gonna paint the walls like a very dark, I'm thinking like, I got some colors. This is the current leader in the clubhouse, Mountain Olive. But really any of these, I'm going for like kind of like a dark office smoking room type of feel. I just picked like all the dark kind of cool looking ones. My plan is to hand make wall to wall, like the entire perimeter wall, all walls covered with bookshelves. The thing is, I've never built a single thing in my entire life, so I'm learning that from the ground up. So that's my plan. Build bookshelves, build a chicken coop for the spring. Got a couple other things. I need to build like a workbench. So I got the preliminary tools for woodworking, like a drill, a driver, and a saw. And I'm gonna start from there, see how it goes.
We are having lunch. This camera angle's so bad. We're having chicken nuggets for lunch. I don't know how I'm supposed to even get actual filming with this camera on it.
Megan has no idea how the cameras work.
No, where's the other one?
So she's standing all the way at the wall right now. This is the correct camera.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He ate 11 chicken nuggets. We're having gluten-free chicken nuggets for lunch. Yeah, you were hoarding it in your locked
I was
office.
charging it. I want to go out and check on my compost pile.
Oh,
Got a bunch of leaves and grass and kitchen scraps and...
what's the latest temp?
What's this?
That's how he eats and drinks.
I've turned it over twice so far. Last time, it got up to 140. I thought I was going to have trouble like figuring out how compost piles work. I got a thermometer in there. So I'm going to go check that. I tilled 2 garden plots. I'll go over garden stuff in a follow-up video maybe. But it's the middle of the winter, so not a lot of garden action going down. But we moved here, and right before it got super cold, it was nice for like 2 weeks. So I plowed the gardens, staked them all out, measured out where they're gonna be, cut down 2 trees. One of them was like 60, 70 feet tall. It was like this big around.
Chainsaw and wedge, the scariest, coolest thing I've ever seen up close like
Tree
that.
falling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that getting it down a tree of that size and like cutting it up into pieces, transporting. Theo, we're talking. Stop. Or you're gonna get a timeout. Transporting the wood like to the woodshed and stuff, that's like an entire day, like a solid 8-hour block. I got another video idea. Let me know if you think this is a good one. Pros, cons, or just like best and worst places to live. City, suburb, country. I've lived in the suburbs most of my life. Lived in the city for like 2 or 3 years, San Francisco. And the country for 3 weeks or about a month now.
Yeah, I've lived in more cities and more suburbs than you.
You're more of a city girl, I would say.
We lived
Oh yeah, we lived in Philadelphia for a year
Oh,
too.
you did too. Yeah. And Atlanta. So 3?
Oh yeah, and Atlanta. So I've lived in the cities for like 5 years. So there's the house. Over here is my compost pile. And then this is where the garden plots are. I cut down this small tree. My dad helped me right there. And then that was the giant tree. There's still some branches and stuff over there. If you can see the stakes in the ground is the garden plot, and there's another one equal size back there. So I got these kitchen scraps, which I put in the pile like once a week. So it's only at about 90 degrees right now. Probably has a lot to do with, I don't know, the coldness outside. But the last time I turned it, it took like 4 or 5 days to get up to 140. I think it'll just probably take longer since it's been so cold. Got my new tools in the mail. It was a great deal. I think it was $200 for both of these.
And then didn't you get something for free?
And charger and 2 batteries and 1 additional tool that you could choose for free.
Yeah.
And I chose a circular saw.
Yeah, but other than what you have here, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals aren't really like deals like they used to be, in my opinion.
It seems like tools are really good deals on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's like the one deal I feel like I've seen this year.
A lot of the stuff they fake you out, and it's actually like more sometimes, like
Yeah.
Amazon stuff. And Amazon Prime, like the Prime Day, it's always just like Amazon Fire Phone and stuff, which no one wants.
Yeah, exactly. It's the worst stuff. And I'm gonna have some lunch over here. I'm heating a soup that Matthew made me on Sunday. He's been making me some soups when I asked for it, and then it lasts me like partially through the week. Mushroom, chicken, and it's like a base of pureed carrots, onions, and scallions.
And garlic.
And garlic.
I pureed it this time. I tried a new way.
Yeah, and I like it. The flavor is a lot different. And then I added a ton of hot sauce. I've been on a hot sauce kick. This one I really love. It's not too hot. Habaneros aren't that spicy, but then this one Matthew just got me. It's a chili habanero, which I think is a lot more spicy. So I'll put like 5 drops of this in my bowl of soup, and it's a pretty good spice there. I am starting to prep dinner. I'm gonna do some Japanese sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna make an Asian chicken, like a General Tso's style. So I got some marinade mixing here while the chicken breasts are thawing, and then Theo's outside with Matt doing some
like work down at the garage. We're starting Theo very early with like the responsibility and the exposure. Felix as well, but more so Theo. It's been really helping just have a little more structure. This is our compost bucket. So much compost. Actually, first I'm gonna melt some of this beef tallow in the pan. I'm gonna pop it in the oven. The oven's already really hot. And then once the tallow is melted, I'll add the potatoes and toss. I heated up some sweet potato fries for Felix right now, and then Theo will probably be ready for a snack when he gets home. So Japanese sweet potatoes are incredible. Definitely my favorite potato. They're not always in stores. Whole Foods, I feel like, carries them year-round almost. I feel like they probably grow in any climate, colder climate, but like potatoes can grow at any time. Even in the winter, I believe. I guess Matthew's the garden guy right now. But I'm gonna go simple with the seasoning: salt, pepper, a little onion, a little garlic. You don't even have to do anything. Like, you can just bake it in the oven and then peel off the skin, and it's just a delicious freaking snack. They're just the perfect combo of sweet and savory. So if you like sweet potatoes, I don't really like sweet potatoes because they're so sweet. I prefer a real potato, but Japanese sweet potatoes are right in the middle. Mashed, baked, just roasted. Any way you do it, you can't go wrong.
That looks like Megas, which you can't really tell. There's two different foods here, potatoes and chicken, it looks like. And then I have just the largest portion of dinner of all time. Kids are having a snack dinner.
Open it.
That's well balanced.
Dad, I put
Veggie, fruit,
I put it in my
protein.
mouth and I chew it. Now I like.
So they've got string cheese, mini pepperoni, one Japanese sweet potato, cucumber hummus, and string cheese in their smoothies. Felix isn't as big of a meat eater as Theo is, and we've talked about this, you can tell based on how they were raised is what they enjoy now or what they kind of lean towards. Like, Felix will randomly just be like, ice cream, yummy, I want ice cream. And I'm like, how did you have this train of thought? Like, randomly, right? Like, I don't know, if we're
Mama,
playing
what
with
do
bubbles
you
and we're
want?
outside and
What
there's a
do you
clown
want?
there, he'll just all of us, he thinks about sweets a lot more. What's your favorite food?
I think.
Felix was only breastfed for like 4 months, and
months.
Theo was for almost 2 years.
The breastfeeding, and then also my mom played a heavy hand in helping raise Felix. So he had a lot of screen time early on and like just snacks all day as opposed to like solid meals. Because I was very sick last year, so I wasn't really hands-on with him, unfortunately. And so he just, a lot of junk.
And good morning, it's the next morning. That is the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like seeing all the new kind of stuff going on in our day-to-day. A lot of outdoor stuff, oddly, because it's like super snowy outside, bitter cold, and now we're starting to do more outdoor stuff. So it's definitely not the way I would have gone, but here we are, and it's been really, really nice. The cats, they do have air tags because they both go out. Well, mainly she goes out. She loves hunting little things and climbing trees, and she's been loving the outdoors, but she always comes back when she's called, so that's really nice. They're still like babies. But yeah, we have transitioned a lot in our life at this point, moved up to Michigan, are experiencing the bitter cold in a way I never have. Our lives are kind of changing with the boys growing up, wanting to help out a lot more, with us just trying to slow it down. We're gonna be transitioning out of Keto Connect. I mean, our channel now is not gonna just be recipe videos. It's more gonna be us sharing, going from like, at least for me, like I'm like a hardcore city girl probably compared to a country person. So just going from a city to the country and seeing like how the transition feels, not only like physically and emotionally, but like what kind of tasks do I have to take on that like I never dreamed of doing. Matthew with the chopping wood, starting to build stuff, planning out the garden, just seeing it all into action is kind of a beautiful thing, and it allows me to see the vision. He's definitely more of like the creative director, visionary type, and I'm more of like the, okay, I will help make our dreams happen. So that's what we're trying to do. So I think it's just gonna be Matt and Mega, so you guys can join us, follow along, and guide us. Also, we can teach you, hopefully. That's hopefully the goal. Get some warm socks, get a cup of coffee, and join us. We have a lot to share. Thanks for joining us this time and seeing where we're at. Thanks for watching. And this is Arlo. She doesn't really like to go out. She's a couch potato just like Felix. And then Gwen is Theo, really outdoorsy and curious. Get a lot of heated blankets. That's a good tip.